Thank you, Robert. Great candidate. Our next speaker is Mr. Kevin O'Connell. Mr. Kevin O'Connell is a candidate for the office of Judge of the 175th District Court. He has gained over 21 years of experience in the Bexar County District Attorney Office, where he handled over 6,300 felony cases as prosecutor. Mr. O'Connell has also served as chief of the Bexar County Driving While Intoxicated Task Force and is currently the special liaison with the San Antonio Police Department Homicide Division. He is married with 3 boys. Would you please welcome Kevin O'Connell?
Thank you, and thanks for waiting. This is not bad for a kid from the South Bronx. When I am in the company of people like this, it is a great honor. I am the candidate for the 175th District Court, which is a criminal district court. My name is O'Connell, Kevin O'Connell. I am the product of a New York City police officer and an Irish immigrant mother. And for the last 22 years, I have spent my time in that building right over there as your prosecutor, trying every type of case that's possibly ever been. But I'll be honest with you, and if you'd have told me 4 years ago that I'd be standing up here in the company of these people, I probably would have told you were crazy. See, 4 years ago, I was just a prosecutor, what I always wanted to be, the son of a police officer, raising 3 children, a faithful Catholic, a member of St. Matthew Parish, a CYO coach, a loving husband and father. And in 2008, something changed in this country, and I know that the reason you're here is because you realize what I realized is that you are no longer being governed, you are being ruled. That you, as a people, there are people in Washington, D.C. who honestly think that the reason you exist is to give them power. And I believe that the reason they exist is to give you freedom. And they are not doing it. What they are doing is taking your freedoms away. In 2008, when I was a prosecutor, and to this day I am one, I never thought I would run for elected office. But I will tell you this. I also never thought that the First Lady of the United States would be telling my kids what to eat when she can't stop her own husband from smoking. And I certainly never thought that the United States government would tell my church that they have to supply pills that cause abortions to our kids, and that we have to participate in this as people of faith. I never saw that coming, ever. But that's where we are today. And what I want to impress upon you is back in 2008, when these things started to change, this is a good place for a confession. And I'm in good company to give confession. I didn't do enough in 2008. I was too busy raising a family. I didn't realize what that election would do to this country. I did not block walk for John McCain. I did not phone call for John McCain or any other local candidates. I did not give money to the Republican Party and John McCain back then. I just didn't see it coming. I will not make that mistake again. Things changed in 2008, and we tried to change them back in 2010, and we won the House. And I am a proud Republican. But what I am saying is that right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the precipice, and it's not just financial, it's spiritual. And if we don't do something now in our history to win the day, then I'm afraid we've lost it forever. You know, David, my good friend David Rosa, who will be an unbelievable congressman, mentioned you veterans. And I have had the support of many veterans and veterans groups. And I echo David's sentiment when I ask you veterans who have already given so much of your time and your blood for this country, I'm asking you, I am calling you to stand up and be recognized again, because I'll tell you, I know it's not just the O'Connell household where veterans are revered. I see it in my neighborhood. I see it when I go talk at the VFW. I see it in our neighborhoods. These guys that fought wars are revered. They fought wars for freedoms that have been taken away from us with the stroke of a pen. It is time for them to stand up and for you to stand with them. My name is Kevin O'Connell. I am running for the 175th District Court. I ask you for one thing. I want you, because I look out now, and I came from a soccer game. My Dylan had a soccer game, my 6-year-old, at 9 o'clock this morning, and the place was packed. There was more people at that soccer match than there are here today. What I'd ask you to do is what I've done on many occasions. I would ask you tonight, with our voices still ringing in your ears, to take a look at your children, to look your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren in the eye, and to ask yourself a question. What will I leave these kids? What kind of country will I leave these children? 15 years from now, when they look you in the eye and they ask you, Daddy, Grandpa, Mom, where were you back in 2012? What did you do? You want to be able to say, I did everything I could do. Everything. Your country is calling you, your church is calling you, your God is calling you. Get out there and help us win the day. God bless.